is Alejandra Gómez Limón. A little bit about myself is that I am originally from Mexico City and then moved to England for 4 years and then finally came to the US for my time in high school. I was actually looking for schools with some type of international studies major, and the reason why that is because I knew I wanted to pair that up with something else, so that would give me a broader, more applicable part into whatever else I wanted to do, which ended up being political science. I think altogether it made me see what the value is of understanding all those different cultures through not just simply like the international relations piece of it, but also understanding the human aspect through religion classes so that you can relate to other people better. So I took 2 study abroad semesters, one domestic and one actual abroad. Abroad experience was in Freiburg, Germany. I took the European Union program with IES, and basically we're stationed in Freiburg, and then from there, depending on our classes, we'd go to different countries and have interviews and then just go see historical sites that are important to what we're learning about. So I was able to travel to 9 countries with the program, and then additionally just some fun traveling on my own. My second one was I went on a more so domestic program from Hope in DC. It was the political science honors semester, and there I was able to work with an organization that helped with detained immigrants. So that in itself was a lot of international work when it came to communicating with different clients and their families. Overall, the experience was amazing, and I also got to meet some very cool people, including the staff in the Kenyan embassy. So I've had 3 main internships throughout my time at Hope. The first one I worked at the Consulate of Mexico in Detroit, and I was focusing more so in the political cultural department and worked a lot with licenses for immigrants from Mexico or other Latin American immigrants. After that, I interned for Congressman Heisinger, which I asked for a focus in immigration already. And through that, I worked a lot with Cuban immigrants, and then finally was the DC experience, which was with CARE Coalition, Capital Area Immigrants' Rights Coalition. And we basically worked as a little nonprofit law firm. We worked with detained immigrants, and we took some clients in-house, and others we matched with pro bono lawyers. And through them all, I've always been able to weave in my understanding of different political backgrounds, different cultural backgrounds, religious backgrounds, and it sounds a little bit repetitive, but it's completely different having an academic background to what people are talking about or what people are living through in order to be successful in whatever it is that internship is asking of you. I think the first thing I would say is if you have at all an interest to work abroad in any shape or form, this would be a major worth having, just so that you make those transitions easier for yourself, as well as understanding all of those different people you're going to interact with a lot better. And then the second thing would be that the major that's so easy to pair up with something else and give it the focus that you want, whether that be through languages I've mentioned before or anything else. That is going to make it a worthwhile major to have in order to just be a global citizen, that I think is so valuable as well as kind of necessary at this point, given the world we live in. Then after that, create a great 4-year plan to plan out exactly where you want to go for your study abroad, how you want to make it work with the classes, general education credits, and all of that, if you do it strategically enough. So that way it will just be a breeze through the 4-year plan.